How's it going, YouTube? It's Panda time. In this video we have myself playing the Shinegreymon deck. We do have the Shinegreymon deck list, deck profile. If you guys want to check it out, do check out the video. I'm going to start off with the Patamon into the Pitamon to remember check to 1. And this is the Anubismon deck that we've seen. Deck profile for that should also be up. I'm going to start with the Mako to pick up a Rush Gato. Going to go into a TK. You know, getting those tamers set up is kind of nice. As Shinegreymon, you want to get, your Digimon out of security, especially those rookies. Being able to fetch rookies from security is very, very strong. It's kind of funny, like TK is the original yellow tamer, and to this day, he's just such a powerhouse. Very expensive purple memory boost, but picking up the ever crucial Gatomon. We're going to promote, probably look to go into a Rise to continue playing tamers, this time for free. Hopefully we have one. Yep, gonna go with the dual tamer. Yellow red one, and then setting up a pancake boost which can pick up the other Rise. It's a pretty solid play, right? Like if this Rise is left uncontested, we can Digimon on top of it, play another tamer for free. Gonna go on top of the Gato for 3 to just guarantee the play Lady Debbie for 1. Can then get the top 3 mil and can opt to go into a level 6 right away. The Ofani is pretty solid, but it doesn't answer the Rise, so I think it's more than okay there. We can now go into the Rise X, get another free tamer. Pretty strong stuff. We have Patamon, and we had the Armadillo, so we're definitely gonna have rookies for the entire game, which is really, really solid. So I guess the answer is, like, can we deal with the Ofanimon? And if so, can we deal with the Gato after, right? So going to the Rise for 1. There's the tamer. We do believe have the Patamon inheritable for the extra memory. Gonna pop the memory boost to go into the yellow Greymon. So we can swing at security, do minus 6k. It's gonna be for 2 checks because of the Rise Greymon effect, which is kind of nice. We only give it minus 6k. Actually, because of the Rise Grey, so the Rise gives it minus 6, and then the yellow War Grey gives it minus 6. So it is gonna delete it, which is pretty good. He's gonna get the Gato back. And I'm gonna get memory on deletion from the Tsukaimon. Can then tap the Mako to pass turn. So it's pretty good. It's not bad, right? Like he's gonna have a Gato and 1 memory to work with. At the same time though, we did clear his level 6, and this is gonna push 2 damage. Plus we'll be set up with the yellow Rise Grey, War Grey, which is kind of nice. Hit into a Jack Raid, which is a bit unfortunate there, but we're left unsuspended. We feel relatively safe. And with 2 swings at 2 checks each next turn will be good. Plus, even though we hit into a Mastamon, because of yellow and red tamer, his security has minus 2000 DP, meaning we get to live, which is really solid. It makes the War Greymon so much better. Gonna go into Lady Debbie, get in some draw and discard. Make sure you resolve all your effects first, right? So you finish Lady Debbie, draw 2, discard 2, and then the Underworld is gonna proc, getting the additional card draw. Can go into a level 6, but again, the Ofani is like not amazing here. It doesn't actually clear. The Mastamon is not really defensive, and even Anubismon doesn't do too much here, so it's just in a very awkward situation, right? There's just not a clean answer to this War Greymon, sadly. So the Mastamon is there. It is going to do self-damage though, which is kind of scary in a situation like this where we're facing so much damage on the other side. The Mastamon can then opt to bring out a Rush Gato perhaps. Can tap the Mako to get the extra memory, except because the TK is going to pass turn anyway, so opts not to. We get extra memory at the start of turn. Can use the War Grey effect to clear the Rush Gato, swing for 2 checks at security, get into a Luisthepanda. Okay, the Hell side can clear the Patamon so that we don't have lethal on board. Can then summon the Rush Gato and then now tapping the Mako to get the memory, which is why it's better that he didn't tap it the last turn. But we're still able to swing one more time and go hybrid for game. So that was a good game to show like the War Greymon being a powerhouse. We just went back to back Rise Grey, and then the War Greymon swinging 2 checks, being able to give us cards, clear the board, put pressure. Was very, very strong there. And although minus 6k is usually not enough to clear level 6, because of the Rise Grey X it was, which was very, very strong. We're gonna start with a TK, pick up a Rise Greymon. We were lucky enough to have a rookie, which is kind of nice. Gonna see double Gato here, one in the back, one in the front. It's kind of nice. You get to get the surge from the Gato while having the safety of having the Digivolution in the back. We're gonna go Pitamon, likely straight into our Rice Gray. If we have Rice Gray X, we'll be able to clear the Gato, so that's very powerful. That's a fantastic answer to that Gatomon. We do have the second Tamer, which is kind of nice. Looks like we don't have a Rice Gray X, sadly, but we can at least play a Soe and pick up a Zephyr out of security. So we'd let the Gato up, but as long as we Digivolve past the level 4, you know, the Ophanimon is just not that scary, although it's still obviously pretty strong. Double Gato to work with. But swing the security means that there is no level 5, right? Like if you have Gatomon, you have memory, you have a level 5, you definitely just go into it as soon as possible, especially because the Lady Devis let you cycle through and set up. I'm gonna proc the Anubismon to get the Luce in the trash for Anubismon shenanigans. It's kind of nice. But here with no level 5, in a very awkward spot, gonna Hellside just to get another Gatomon. This one can pick up both Gatos, but whiffs on level 5 yet again. Now if we can go into a Shinegreymon, we can potentially clear both the Gatos and be in a fantastic spot. So you know I'm probably digging for that. We know that I didn't have the Rice Gray X, which would clear at least one of these. I'm gonna just set up a Reinforce, could take either a Rookie or a Rice Gray. Nothing too amazing, we already have rookies. Definitely looking for a Sunrise Buster, Tamer, a Shine, something like that. Gonna be Digivolve in the back, desperately trying to find a level 5. Like, you can tell based on his hand that like one level 5, and like, I'm sure he would have very exciting plays, right? But this is Digimon, and sometimes you're just bricking on a specific level. We've all been there before. Gonna swing, knowing that the Gato is gonna survive the first one. Does hit into a Tamer though. It's problematic to say the least. Gonna hard drop the other Gato, and hey, finally there's a level 5 in the Make Crackmon. But at this point, it's too little, too late. We get extra memory from our dual Tamers. Still can potentially just look to clear the board and be in an okay spot, right? At this point, we could swing over the Gatos, clear the Gato, and like we'd be fine. Gonna go into a Kasuchimon for damage here. Kasuchi gets +1 check. But the Hellside is going to potentially prevent that. Yeah, giving the minus DP to the Kasuchi, I think is the right idea. Otherwise, Kasuchi swings for 3 checks and it's just too much. Only has a Candlemon to get back from the trash, which is less than ideal. But I mean, when all your Gatomons are on the board, like what do you expect, right? So Kasuchi is -6k. We can tap the dual Tamers to give security minus, but at this point we're gonna play it safe and just clear the board, going into a hybrid to punch over the Gato, and then looking to pass turn. This is still pretty scary, as we potentially have died to the Gato plus Mastamon. So we're gonna use the Sunrise Buster to clear the Gato, so we don't have to deal with that. And we also use our memory boost to pass over minimal memory. At this point, we are just way too far ahead. And although he had a bunch of Gatos, you know, not ever having the level 5 until the very end is unfortunate, but like I said, that is Digimon. At this point, there's just really no way to come back, right? This Candlemons are not doing enough. We're gonna have way too many swings and way too much memory next turn. So funny enough, we didn't get to see the Shinegreymon at all. There it is in security. But the supporting level 6s, the War Greymon and the Kasuchi, in this case were pretty good. Kasuchi can swing for, at this point it's only 2 checks, but that's still more than enough for everybody to swing, and then hybrid for game. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, thank you guys so much for watching.